All right, what is going on, everybody? We are live here in the After Review studios. I am your host, Pete. What a wild, wacky week 5 of the NFL season, and the 72 Dolphins stand alone. Those old geezers can pop their stupid champagne, as there are officially no undefeated teams remaining in the National Football League after the Denver Broncos take down the Philadelphia Eagles in the noon slate, and the upset on Sunday Night Football, the New England Patriots back again, taking down the Buffalo Bills 23-20 in Orchard Park, moving just one game behind the Bills in the AFC East and currently holding the tiebreaker. What a huge performance by Drake May. This is why I love Drake May. This is why I wanted the Vikings to trade up and draft Drake May 2 years ago. He was easily my favorite quarterback coming out of the draft that wasn't nail polish, boy. But Drake May, 22 of 30, huge performance, 273, no touchdowns, no picks, but he just made plays all night, breaking sacks, breaking contain, scrambling out. He was phenomenal tonight. And Stephon Diggs in the revenge game, 10 receptions, 146, 14.6 of reception. Just a monster day for Diggsy out there. Zins, what's up? Kind of feeling like the Chiefs are back. Feels like the Chiefs are back because it feels like everybody's not good in the NFL. I don't think there's any good teams this year. I think everyone's just kind of average. And if everybody's kind of average, that means the Chiefs are going to find a stupid way to win this thing. Green, go Pats, May for MVP. Well, no touchdowns will not win you any MVPs, but he was very good tonight. Obviously, the Diggs revenge game. The Patriots are back. They said they were back with Mac Jones. Let's calm down a bit. May over Allen. Talk to me when he wins a playoff game. Zay, what's up? Well, buy your own May jersey then. On a scale of 1 to 10, how depressed are you? It's pretty tough in Baltimore after today. No running game again. Ramondre Stevenson with another fumble tonight, but let's give Ramondre 2 touchdowns and 7 carries for 14 yards. Let's not give Travion Henderson anything. Antonio Gibson dead. His leg like imploded or some shit. But let's not give him one. Let's not give Travion a touchdown. No, let's give it to Ramondre, who keeps fumbling. This game was a turnover fest. I mean, at the beginning, this was one of the worst and ugly first halves ever. It was 6-3 at halftime. Terrible, terrible game. Better third quarter, very good fourth quarter. Really good finish to this game. So at least it got better. I'm buying you one. Well, he ain't winning the MVP this year, so don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Get us out into the algorithm. It really helps us out a lot. Get us out there. And if you're new here, drop a sub. You want to chat? We got to just keep the spam bots out of here. That's why we're on subs only mode. So just drop a sub. If you want to hit the chat, you don't got to be sub for any time. Just be a subscriber. Seriously, why did the Vikings have 2 games back-to-back out of the country? Because Roger Goodell hates us. Stuck us over in Europe for 2 games on 2 different countries. The stories that are coming out, they want to get, they're never doing that again. It was so bad. Everything that happened, it was so bad, so terrible over there. I mean, we got freaking camera wires blocking our field goal kickers' field goals. Like, we could have lost today because of that bullshit, and there's no replay to show that the wire hit the ball. Like, should have been a re-kick. Insane. Thank God we won. I'd be losing my mind right now. Crowd was chanting fire Harbaugh. Yeah, I think everyone expected. I mean, the Texans, I thought, was like the easiest bet of the weekend. They had never won in Baltimore. They were like 0-8 in Baltimore. They were going to let out some pain right there, and they got to get some wins going. So, but that's bad, chanting fire Harbaugh. Their defense is atrocious. They are the Cowboys in purple. Even though the Cowboys defense is kind of okay in the first half today. But the Bills couldn't get really anything going on offense here. Josh Allen, your leading rusher, 9 for 53. James Cook, 15 for 49, only 3.3. Not a good day from him. Allen was fine, 253, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. He was pretty efficient early in this game. Dalton Kincaid had over 100 yards. Khalil Shakir had a couple of nice ones. This was just a sloppy game. 2 fumbles. a pick, and lots of penalties. What were the penalty numbers here? The penalty numbers were ridiculous in this game. Let's see. Penalties. 8 for 93 for New England, 11 for 90 for Buffalo. Just a ton of penalties, sloppy plays. I don't even think there was even bad penalties. I think the play was just horrendous out there. I think it was just really sloppy when all things were said and done. It just was sloppy gameplay all over the place. What are we bitching about? Ray Rice? Hiring a child as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, probably need somebody experienced if you're going to make a Super Bowl run at the DC position. The players just aren't good. Marlon Humphreys, zesty guy. I saw the Jason Brown clip of him roasting Marlon Humphreys, and he's a little zesty. You don't want a zesty guy in your back. You don't want a zesty guy covering people. Nobody said anything about Ray Rice. I saw Ray. I'm seeing Ray over here. Talk about the Ravens. I ain't paying that much attention to y'all. Yeah, Marlon Humphreys, zesty boy. Hit the like button, or I don't know. What's a bad insult? I need something. I need an insult. Hit the like button, or Dylan Gabriel will be your quarterback of your team. Dylan Gabriel was pretty bad today. I don't want anybody to say he was good. He wasn't. He was pretty bad. When he had to throw the ball past 3 yards, it was not good for Mr. Gabriel over there. Who wins in a fight between Hernandez or Ray Rice, and everybody loses. Zay, you like Marlon Humphrey? He was barbecued chicken last weekend. My man was getting barbecued by Amon. I guess that was 2 weeks ago now. Amon-Ra was barbecuing his ass. He don't cover nobody. He don't cover shit. So yeah, the Patriots upset the Bills. Anything more to talk about the Sunday night game? Let's get into today's action. BBQ sounds nice right now. It's a little late for a little barbecue. Feels like a mid-afternoon feast right there. Okay, let's talk about this game. This stupid game. I've been up since the crack of dawn. I got no sleep. It's almost 11 at night. Yeah. You saw me up late last night streaming with you guys, and then I had to wake up and watch this piece of shit game. Yeah, things got real dark, right around the start of the fourth quarter here. Things were getting pretty dark. Carson Wentz was dog shit. Good on the last drive, but 3 sacks for 16 yards. 236. He threw the game-winning touchdown. That was nice. Cam Akers broke out the trick play. Shout out Cam Akers over here. I don't care. He led the league in picks by a cornerback last year. Cool. He don't cover nobody. Trayvon Diggs did the same thing too. And he also led the league in receiving yards given up in the same season. Judkins is a beast. Yeah, Judkins is good. Carson Wentz is so ass, it's incredible. Yeah, we thought he'd be like a poor man Sam Darnold. He's not even that. Hate this dumb sport. Emu's crashing out over here. At least the Falcons are on a bye. But Cam Akers, that trick play was lit. Touchdown pass to our guy. I'm just kidding. Josh Oliver. Nobody likes Josh Oliver. Fuck Josh Oliver. Addison suspended for the first quarter, but he had a nice day. 41 in the game-winning touchdown. We don't deserve Justin Jefferson. 7 for 123. Ridiculous catches left and right. Goat shit right there by Jefferson. Jordan Mason, 13 for 52. I think he ran for 160 yards, but they called everyone back on penalties. He had a touchdown. That was nice. How many penalties did we have? We had 7 for 50, and it felt like everyone was on a big run play. It was crazy. Runner up for Defensive Player of the Year. Cool. He's bad, Zay. I watch him. He's terrible. He can't cover anybody. His coverage is bad. We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to pull it out. We're going to have to pull it out to PFF. He's bad. He covers nobody. He's running. People are chasing his ass. He's chasing people. 36.2 grade. 156 out of 165 corners. Oh, man, he's a good pass rusher. He's 149 out of 60, 165 in coverage. He is poo cheeks. awful. He's got 4 missed tackles. This is brutal. What was he last year? Oh, look at that. He was good last year. He's horrible this year. Can't have it. How old is he? He's 29. He's hitting that wall. Hitting that wall. Everything's easy when you got safeties roaming around back there. When we got to cover people, he ain't covering. He can't stop a nosebleed. We're cooking him. Couldn't even see the games because of YouTube TV. You don't have Sunday ticket? Are you out of the country? Diggs over Addison? Eh. Is it true Addison got lost? Yeah, apparently. Apparently he got lost. Is Marlon Humphrey better than Jair Alexander? Jair Alexander's horrible. Yes, but I told everybody Jair Alexander was terrible. He's also not going on Zesty podcast. Jair Alexander was bad in Green Bay. Again, he was a too high safety merchant. The clips went famous of him talking shit to Jefferson when they literally had Jefferson bracketed that entire game. And so he could just get physical and cheat. He's not good. Yeah, Jair Alexander's always been bad. He's a safety coverage merchant. He's trash can. Ravens are the greatest disappointment I've ever seen, and it's not even close. I feel like I wasn't as high on the Ravens as other people. Like, I didn't take them seriously as a Super Bowl contender because of the whole playoff issue. But yes, you thought you'd win the division. You thought you'd make the playoffs, and they are not. They're not doing anything. They're also insanely hurt. On top of everything that's bad. And they're not only bad, they're insanely hurt on top of it. Their defense is terrible, and they're hurt on that terrible defense. And their offense is good when it's healthy, but they are also banged up and missing their quarterback. You don't have Sunday ticket? Well, there's your problem. Why was Addison suspended? Because he missed a team walkthrough. Allegedly, he got lost walking around London. Yeah, I think that's the report. Allegedly. He missed a walkthrough and allegedly got lost in London. Unbelievable. All right, looks like the bots are low tonight, boys. So I'm going to turn it off. Open up the chat. As soon as I open up the chat, I know the bots are going to show up. It's going to be hilarious. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel was not good. He threw 2 touchdowns. If he had to throw the ball further than 5 yards, terrible. SGA Sports Talk. Hello. Emu. Fair, yep. You like Marlon because of fruit punch 14 forced fumbles? It's a fruit punch, not a peanut punch. I like that. I do like that. London is pretty big. Yes, it is a big foreign city. He's lucky he didn't get attacked over there. A lot of attacks. I mean, the freaking Steelers guy got beat up in Dublin. We have these things called smartphones. There you go. Well, maybe he didn't have an international service plan. It was all in a season. Punch-outs. Can't cover anybody, though. You got to start covering people. How about he stops doing a podcast? Like, his podcast thing was weird. Don't do a podcast if your team is 1-4. I'm anti 1-4 podcasts. They might have been 1-3 at the time. No more undefeated teams and only one winless team. Yes, and it's the New York Football Jets. TX Carnage, so many mods. Only the day ones over here. Only the day ones are mods. Lamar got his feelings hurt after the line let him get hit, took the game off. No, his hamstring sounds cooked. London is trash. True. All of Europe is trash. Skylar Thompson got beat up. He's rich. You could have forgot. He's also like 12. SGA Sports Talk. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate the sub. Guys, if you're new here and you drop this up, I can only see public subs. So if you want a shout out, just drop it in the chat. Gladly shout you out. Europe has fallen just like the Bills. Oh my God. Green's going to be insufferable about the Patriots for like a week here. Oh God, the Patriots. Don't get mad when don't come back when the Patriots lose like to the Dolphins in 2 weeks. I don't know. South in the fall by a waterfall over Europe. Well, too bad the South blows right now. It's 150 degrees down here. Judkin's good, 23 of 110. The Browns let the Vikings off the hook. They stopped running the football. They also don't blitz on defense. We have potatoes on the offensive line. We have 17 backups, and they didn't blitz us like once. Blitz us. We couldn't be able to pick it. We wouldn't be able to pick it up. Myles Garrett's really good. We fumbled twice. We somehow won. Thank God my team's on a bye. I'm going to be not miserable for an entire week. No more Europe games. I'm never waking up for a Europe game that I don't absolutely have to. And if we play 2 straight games in Europe again, I might have to go do something drastic and get the NFL to change that. I am in Texas. Yes, it is hot as balls here. Hydration. All right, Vikings 3-2. It feels a lot worse, but we're fine. We're in the playoffs. Do I want Carson or JJ? I'm leaning JJ. I don't know. Carson Wentz is pretty bad. If we're gonna be an average, if we're gonna be a 500 team, if we're gonna be a 9-8 team, I'd rather play the kid at quarterback. We can touch on the Colts, Indiana Jones, and the Las Vegas Raiders over here. They were raiding the Las Vegas. I don't know. I was trying to think of a good Indiana Jones pun right there. 25-36, 228, 2 picks for Geno. Geno's done, guys. RIP Geno. Geno Smith is a competent quarterback. It's bad. The Colts are also solid. Daniel Jones, 20-29, 212, 2 tutties. They were early. JT, the fantasy god, with 3 touchdowns on 17 carries for 66. Amir Abdullah with a 1-yard touchdown poach. Easily could have been a 4-tutty game with a 2-point conversion for JT. Genty, 14 for 67. Pretty good. 4.8. It's pretty good. But the Indy secondary is bad. Like, they threw the ball well. It was just the picks down there late. Genty had a couple of nice catches. He had a nice little wheel route there for 29. Let's see. You enjoy the Europe games. Watching, I think it's terrible though, but but you enjoy watching. I just don't like waking up that early. London was pretty nice when you went, Emu. Well, you must have went to the nice parts of London. In Texas and a Vikings fan. True. What the hell? It's better than being a Cowboys fan in Texas. Yep, not John Jones. Yes. No, Chandler and John Jones' brother, Arthur Jones, passed away. Yes, we talked about that last night. Bummer. Taylor, 3 TDs. Better than New York and Chicago, at least. Hello, L. Geno is worse than Jimmy D. True. Who's worse, Geno or Jake Browning? Jake is worse. I don't know. Jake had a moment today. He threw 3 picks and like 3 touchdowns. Geno is just kind of bad out there. Geno is shit. Thank goodness he's out of Seattle, Pablo. Yeah, but we saw the Sam Darnold experiment today. JR Hearts. Hello. Joe, you're in Victoria, Texas right now. I know where that is. Repping the Steelers Nation. Steelers had a much needed bye this week, and they're probably going to run away with the AFC North. Even if the Steelers feel super like kind of, Steelery, if we know what that means, like they feel like a 10 or 11 win team, more like a 10 or a 9 win team. They're going to win that division. That division is a bunch of potatoes. How is it better than being Cowboys fans? Vikings have 4 Super Bowl losses and that's it. Well, the Cowboys haven't made the NFC Championship game since 1995. And nobody likes Cowboy fans. You're right, Sam Darnold is unpredictable. No, he's very predictable, Pablo. He will look good all game, and then he will make a bad play late to lose the game. Or he won't. But it's very not unexpected that Sam Darnold threw that interception. I kind of almost knew he was going to turn that ball over after the Buccaneers tied that game. He was going to get strip sacked or throw a bad pick. It's just what Darnold does. He sees the ghost. Yeah, I saw they had a moment for him. He was on the Ravens Super Bowl team, right? He was on the 2012 team. You could hide in the countryside. If New York, though, it would still suck. Holy baldness. Since 95, the Vikings still don't have 1 ring. Cool. Everybody hates Cowboy fans. And the Cowboys are the most pathetic team in football. They're basically the Cleveland Browns. Carnage is clearly a Cowboys fan. They're the Cleveland Browns of the NFL. Like, what? They can't make it to the 3rd round of the playoffs. Must be a miserable existence living on something that happened 30 years ago. 30 years is a long time. I would have rather had yeah, they're the Cleveland Browns with better marketing. I don't know, like 70 whatever. When's the last time you made an NFC Championship game? I've seen my team play in a million of them. What? So unless you're 50 plus, you're pushing your 50s, you ain't seen the Cowboys do shit. So unless you're a geezer over here, you haven't seen the Cowboys be good. But the UK, everywhere was walkable. Pretty nice, though. Germany was definitely the best place. Yeah, everyone loves Germany. My buddy loves Germany. He was on the Super Bowl team. Would you rather have Sam Darnold? I would rather have Daniel Jones for the price. Sam Darnold's too expensive. He's just way too expensive. I wish J.J. McCarthy would not have torn his knee last year, and he could have had a full year of practice because he'd be a lot better, I think. The roster is, like, potentially there if they're healthy. It's been 8 months since your team's been to a Super Bowl. True. When's the last time they won those in? Huh? Yeah, the Cowboy fans lost it many years ago. They just won't admit. Just like you haven't seen the Vikings do anything but lose. I get to watch them win multiple playoff games. Something the Cowboys have never seen their team do in 30 years. Glad you were... Green, stop being racist and random. But we won the lottery being born in America. Yeah, this game sucked. Colts are decent. How about my guy, Tyler Warren? Big Tyler Warren guy. Tyler Warren's fun. We like Tyler Warren. Giants, I told y'all. You doubted. You guys doubted on Wednesday. I told you. We told you. We said my guy Spencer Rattler would finally get a win in the NFL. Spencer Rattler got his first win. Shout out to Spencer Rattler. Everybody give Spencer Rattler some confetti in the chat. Confetti in the chat for Spencer Rattler, boys. He got his first NFL win as a starting quarterback. We called it. We were all over this. Jackson Dart, 26 of 40, 202, 2 tutties, 2 picks. I think he had a fumble as well. Yes, he had the fumble. Cam Scatterby with the backbreaker fumble that the Saints ran back to the house. Rattler was ratty. 225, had a touchdown, no picks. Fine, just very efficient game for Spencer Rattler. The Saints run game still blows. Kundry Miller, 10 for 41. Alvin Kamara, I'm getting killed over here. 6 of 21 for Rattler. Rashid Shaheed with the 87-yard touchdown pass. That'll also help you win. Baby. 114. Rashid Shaheed is a walking home run. Very fun. Chris Olave still doesn't have scrambled egg for brains. 759. Kamara. The Saints team isn't a disaster. They had the really bad performance in Seattle. But they've been like kind of just whatever. They're like not a good team. They're not a horrible team. Both teams now 1-4. We knew it could be a tough day for old Darty. Scatterby 15 for 59 and the fumble. Not a great day. I think Dable's getting fired. Dable is getting fired. Let's see. Germany had terrible food, but they had great beer. We felt bad and decided we should let another team have one. Funny. Carnage, cool. Again, unless you're 50, you've never seen your team do anything. You've never. Counting on something that you weren't alive for or can't remember isn't anything. Cowboy seeing Shane is my Cowboy fans are the worst. I'm not reading all that, Green. I would like to see us lose the rest of the season. You can see John lost the Ravens locker room. Yeah. Good draft pick never hurts. You always want a good draft pick. Because worst case scenario is you could flip that good draft pick for like players and more draft picks and get some. Because the Ravens need more pieces than top end talent. They just need bodies. They need pieces. So you could maybe get like actual starters in the NFL from like a good team, like from a bad team. Who's a team that? Let's look at a team. So let's just insert generic quarterback. Anyway, Saints get their first win. Dart's got some work to do. Let's go to the standings here. Let's go playoffs. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? So, like, could the Browns have some players? No, they don't need a quarterback. The Jets. If the Jets aren't the worst, or Miami, not the worst, which we'll get to the Dolphins. Jesus, God help us. God help us. Ravens can get like some players from the Dolphins, give up that high pick, swap picks with them, let them take the quarterback. Anybody else? How about the NFC? I think Carolina might need a quarterback. Well, I don't know what the Browns are going to do at quarterback either. It would be like if the Jets aren't the worst, the Dolphins, the Titans have their quarterback. Let's look at the NFC. Like maybe Arizona, they're getting rid of the midget. I think the Giants are going to give Dart another try. The Saints are drafting a quarterback. The Panthers are probably drafting a quarterback. The Bears, who knows? Zesty. So there's some options. There's some options for the Ravens there if they want to potentially, if they bottom out, trade up. Let's get scores. Oh my God, the chat's moving so fast, boys. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Get us out into the algorithm. Oh my God, there's some ring talk. You've been alive for the Patriots. True, but barely. Barely alive for the first one. Jaden Daniels is the first player in NFL history to have 4,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards in his first 20 games. Well, you ruined a stat. No, I'm just kidding. I did not know that. Why am I being mean to you? I don't know, because you're too happy. You need to be brought back down to earth. You need to be humbled a bit. Too happy about the Patriots over there. That was a big win. It's a nice win. I'm an Auburn fan. Ain't nobody that is 50 years old that is a Vikings fan has ever seen a Super Bowl win. Cool. So either you're not alive for the Cowboys ever doing anything, or you're an old man and you don't want to dox yourself. I'm leaning towards that you're probably like 23 to 26, and you've never seen the Cowboys do anything. I can tell you something. Like, I don't give a shit. If you haven't seen your team win, I don't care. That's like the Lions. Ooh, the 85 Bears. Oh my God. Zin's got plenty of rings over there. The Chiefs have meringues. Win something this century. True. What happens first? The FC files get released so the Cowboys make an NFC title game. Sebastian, you're alive. Hello, hello. What is up, my dog? I'm a conspiracy theorist, so yeah, I do. Cowboy fans looking like Smeagol, the precious, not the precious. I don't think our trades worked out for either of us. I don't think trades never do. You gotta love a terrible trade for both teams. 44-10. Drape's in a good mood. They couldn't give Woody Marks the damn touchdown today. I got a bone to pick with the Texans. Okay, I played Woody Marks in 2 leagues. They couldn't give my guy Woody Marks a touchdown. No, we got to help CJ feel better. My name's CJ. I'm going to throw 47 touchdown passes. Give Woody Marks the ball. Give Woody Marks the ball. Seen them win 3 times, so you are an old man. You are an old man. TX Carnage is an old man, guys. Shout out to the home. Shout out to the elderly. That fantasy league is a dumpster fire, guys. It's fun. It's a dumpster fire. My Falcons have been to more Super Bowls this century than the Cowboys. Technically true, but we don't want to talk about 28-3. Zay's been alive for both of his Super Bowls. True. Yeah, I would not want to have gotten rid of Bijan. Tyler Heldon, welcome, welcome. Can't wait for his Chiefs. Well, we have many a Chiefs fans in the chat. Shout out to JT. Yes, sir. JT is the fantasy steal. Smoke on that. I think that's going to be a fun game. It may not be a fun game now because tonight was an interesting game. I thought tomorrow night was going to be the interesting game. I have the Chiefs winning, but I just wanted to watch it. I'm interested to watch the Jags. I want to figure out what the Jags deal is. I know what the Chiefs deal is. I want to see what the Jags deal is, especially against a team like the Chefs. Jets Cowboys, this game was terrible. Just insane, just like backdoor over here for the Jets. Just garbage fantasy points out of garbage fantasy points. Dak was fine, 18-29. Did throw 4 touchdowns, 237. average day. I'm sure Cowboy fans will complain. Javonte, really good day. Javante's having a great rebound season, man. 16 for 135 and a tutty. Nobody else did anything. They don't fucking share the rock. I mean, Ryan Flournoy over here is your leading receiver. George Pickens had a nice touchdown, though. Jake with a pair. Jake the Snake Fergie. Garrett Wilson got one. Mason Taylor had probably his best day as a pro. Also had a 2-point conversion, 6 for 96. Breece Hall had a really good day, too, 4 for 42. And he had a $113 rushing. He did have a fumble, though. Justin Fields is a bad quarterback. Justin Fields is not good. Stop telling me Justin Fields is good. The Jets are horrible. The Cowboys' defense is horrible. Their offense is good. They might go 8. They're going to go 8-1. The Cowboys are going to be perfectly fine. Somehow the Cowboys found a way to be the 500 meme. Even if we play 17 games. They're going to go 8-1. Hilarious. Let's see. Am I going to make a basketball fantasy league? No, Sebastian, I hate fantasy basketball. It's stupid. Nick Chubb got a TV before Woody today. Woody didn't get shit. Be nice to the elderly. I'm going to start bullying all the elderly. Even though I am an elderly, the birthday is coming up imminently. I'm going to be an elderly. I love JT too. Where's Bum Titans fans at? The guy's been busy. He got to win. True. That was a crazy game. That was the worst loss of the weekend. We'll get to that game. That was crazy. I didn't know you helped build civilization. Fertile Crescent. Evu Cook. That was wrong in the Texans. They gave him 41% of the snaps last week and around 8 touches for Marks today. Yeah, bullshit. Woody Marks is good. I liked Woody Marks coming out of USC. Very zesty. Why did I say zesty? Fun pick. I always got Slamming Eagles, Steelers parlay, Keystone Mafia. You probably took a fat L on the Eagles today, man. Shout out to Elite Division Sports, guys. What's up? Lamar's down until week 9. It's week 8 or week 9, so something like that. When they play the Vikings, he'll show back up and cook. God, chat keeps skipping. Hurts really threw 40 times for the first time in years. They finally let Hurts throw 40 times and they lost. Just peak Eagles. I hate the Eagles. They're so stupid. I'm so glad they lost this game. Actually, I wanted to be the first team to beat them. It's so stupid. So stupid. Heard a lot of rumors about Las Vegas fans make more. Lots of excuses. Vegas is stupid. How about them Steelers? You can't tell me you watched that game last weekend and thought anything good of either of those two teams. That was a terrible football game, and I'm annoyed I even woke up to watch it 2 weeks ago. Ireland is just terrible sports. Indigo, I saw Indigo at the bottom of the chat. He's distraught. Las Vegas going to be lost next game. Yeah, I'm sure. Vegas is trash. Do they play the Chefs next? Even these dark ages, I've known in my heart of hearts. Oh, my God. Emu. It's skipping. Hold on. Sebastian, do I think the Browns can be second in the AFC North? Sure. Why not? They're coaching. They should have won today. Their coaching decisions were very sus today. Cowboys find a way to complain even though their team is leading the league in overall offense. True. They hate Dak. They just don't like Dak. We will always be better than the Steelers starting Rodgers in 2025. I don't know if that's true. Beat Drape by 67. Tough. 2 more weeks and the Rice man is back. Finally, man. He's been sitting on my bench forever. Bye week is week 8. There you go. See, my mother was like bitching to me over there. She was like texting me about Lamar and shit. And she's like, the bye week's week 7. She kept saying the bye week's week 7. I thought it was week 8. The bye week is week 8. Indigo, what's up? All right, let's read this. He's cooked. He's sad. Buffalo Bills had a fit right here in Buffalo, New York after that 3-point loss. At least Philly lost too. Try, what's up? What was up with the Lions today? They were kind of playing like a potato for 2/3 of that game. Hurts is so overrated. He's an elite game manager at best. Yeah, not a great holy mistake. Eagles got the belt. I mean, 18 unanswered in the 4th. I don't know if that's belt. That's not belt ass over there. K-Rocks. Lucky to win. Oh, my God. W Broncos. Let's get back to the game. True. All right, everybody hit the like, hit the sub if you're new here. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. You guys are just spamming so much chat, which is good. Broncos, Eagles. This was the win of the day. Huge win for the Broncos. Broncos 3-2. Did the Eagles get screwed by the officiating today? Probably. But the Broncos also were owed a win by the refs because the leverage penalty, very sus. So, the refs giveth, the refs taketh away. They gave it to the Broncos today. There was definitely pass interference on the second to last play. I hated the late hit. K-Rocks with the sub. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, guys. If you want the shout out and I haven't shouted you out and you sub, just drop it in the chat. And the late hit, it was like the third down. They were going to force Denver to kick the field goal. And Makuba has JK like wrapped up on his feet, and like JK is like fighting for it, trying to break out, and he reaches over. He's then down, and then the guy comes in and hits him as he's reaching to go down. It's like, that's not a late. He is a half a yard away from picking up this first down. I just really, really hated that call. That call really pissed me off. And it should have been pass interference in the front of the end zone. We should have had a play at the 2. Would have been fun. I also want to be the team to beat the Eagles first, because F those guys. Denver heading over to London to take on the Jets. Jets. They flew straight to London. Actually, they had dinner tonight in Philly and then flew to London. Hurts 23 of 38, 2 touchdowns, 6 sacks. Saquon, 6 effing carries. What are we doing here? Of course, I played Jalen Hurts in fantasy. I sat Devonta Smith, who had his first 100-yard games of the season, 114, 0 tuds. Saquon with 6 carries for 30 yards. Did have 3 for 58 and a 47-yard touchdown. But come on, guys. What are we doing? I hate the Eagles. I genuinely hate the Eagles. They're stupid. Them and the Lions are the worst teams to watch. They're the worst teams to play each other. They're perfect for each other. I can't wait for the Eagles and Lions to play each other. It's going to be the most insane thing ever. It's going to be amazing. Like, it's so annoying and bad. They're perfect for each other. Bo Nix was not good today. 24-39, 242, and a tutty, but he did score 18 points in the fourth quarter. He took care of business. He got his team back in it. So, can't complain too much, but he wasn't sharp. I wouldn't call Bo Nix good. Bo Nix has, like, reached that point where he's not having a good season. This year, Bo Nix has regressed into, like, Bo Nix is a system game manager guy. I think the ceiling is very low for Bo Nix. JK, 20 for 79. Tutty, another J.K. Dobbins day. Cortland Sutton. There's a little mix that together. 8 for 99, no tuds. Wish you would have got that one more yard. Troy Frank, again, another week where we substitute who our number 2 receiver is in Denver. It was Troy Franklin this week. Evan Ingram, welcome back. 4 for 33. And the tutty. Yeah, A.J. Brown, 5 for 43, didn't do shit. Jahan Dotson, I hate this Eagles team. This Eagles offense is bad. All the offensive statistics are bad. The red zone offense has been great. They've been perfect. They were not perfect today. They held them to some field goals. Denver wins that. Denver's defense is pretty good. Denver's defense is getting back to where we thought they would be. Great fourth quarter. They got the stops when they needed to get the stops. This Eagles team feels a lot like the team after they lost the Super Bowl. Feels a lot like that. Hufanga dropped a pick 6 in this game, too. Dropped a pick 6 on a play he made a nice play on. Hurts gets carried by the roster. Agreed. A.J. Brown always bitching. Guys, is Dylan Gabriel the Hawaiian Jesus? No, Dylan Gabriel was ass cheeks today. Yes, Drape, you have to be in the starting lineup to contribute. Your bench, they are your bench. They do not contribute. You have to be in the starting lineup. Bench points do not count. We aren't normalizing poor officiating if it's been going on since they started the sport, lol. It's always poo booty refs. That's just a part of the game. No, not true, K-Rocks. Not true. They are exponentially worse with a bunch of reasons why, and it's gotten out of hand, especially with the amount of money that's in the game. The NFL's worth billions. They don't have full-time officials. It's bad. It's bad. It's way worse than it's ever been. Crazy to think the Steelers are on top of the conference. We have the same record. Sebastian, I could not care less about. I am not locked into that fantasy league. I'm in there. I set my lineup. I have fun. I like looking. I have a million fantasy leagues I have to care about. Sorry. I'm glad you guys are having a blast. I think it's fun. I'm not crying over how that team is. Collusion at its finest. There's a whole thing. I'm not ready to go on a rant, a ref rant. I have my ref rant. I have a ref rant. That sounds funny. That's your 5th most important league. There you go. Should be your 2nd most important league. You just wanted to beat me. Well, I have Caleb as my profile picture in that league, so that would make sense. The Colts are actually on top of the conference. Steelers are only 3-1. Colts are 4-1. Bills are 4-1. Best win percentage in conference games. Your Indianapolis Colts, after 5 weeks, are on top of the AFC, boys. Just like we all predicted. The UFL is a disaster. You still got the Stallions. Orlando, Seattle, and Boise are in the running for 2 of the teams being moved. Why do we have UFL updates right now? It's the NFL season. We're talking real football. Yeah, they should prioritize smaller venues. Nobody goes to those games. Nobody cares. St. Louis is the only people that can fit a stadium because they don't have real football. Anyways, this was hilarious. The Panthers came back and won this game. The Dolphins were up 17-0 in this game. They were up 17-0. Panthers come back at 10 before the half, back and forth. And then it looks like it's over. Like the Panthers come down, they score a touchdown. There's like 2-something left, 5 minutes left. And then they score. The Dolphins hit Waddle on like a 50-yard touch. It was like a 46-yard touchdown. Thank you. He was your leading receiver, 6 for 110. Waller, 78, 5 for 78 and a tutty. Darren Waller is back, boys. No rushing for the Dolphins once again. That's pathetic. A-Chain, 6 for 30 and a touchdown. Nice touchdown catch for A-Chain. I thought they were going to win, and the Panthers just come right back down the field and win the game. Bryce Young, 2 touchdowns, a pick, and a fumble. He was awful early, better late, still not good. I think Bryce Young is too short. Rico motherfucking Dowdle. I drop an MF right there. Right there. For 2 Bills. 23 carries, 206, tied for the 2nd most rushing yards in a single game in franchise history. Got him a touchdown just for a little bit of love over there. Xavier Leggett added 1 as well. This is just, I can't believe the Panthers won this game. I mean, Mitchell Evans, who the hell is Mitchell Evans? He caught a touchdown. God bless us. But I can't believe the Panthers won this game. Frank the Tank had a hilarious meltdown over this. You love to see it. DJ Mike McDaniel is getting fired. The Waller comeback is crazy. How'd UAB do this weekend? I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I know exactly how UAB did this weekend. That was uncalled for, Emu. I just wanted to troll right there. Okay, we can do a postmortem quick here on the Texans in Baltimore. Cooper Rush, pretty bad. 3 picks. Derrick Henry got into the end zone. Otherwise, this was a pathetic day on the ground. Houston's defense is good at least. Say Flowers tried hard at least. Mark Andrews had a drop that led to a pick. Things are bad in Baltimore. Houston trending in the right direction. Still a long way to go. CJ threw 4 touchdowns. He needed some confidence boost. You couldn't give my man Woody Marks a touchdown. 7 for 24. Get bent. 11 for 61 for the Chubster and a tutty. Christian Kirk, your leading receiver. He's alive. Schultz with 60. Nico, 52 and a tutty. Jaden Higgins, 32. Hutchinson had 2, not 1. He had 3 for 18, 2 for touchdowns. Thanks. And Jalen Noel got 1. All right, have a good night, Sebastian. Shut it down. We don't need to see this. Shut it down. Stop the count. Call it. Yeah, this is bad. Things are really bad in Baltimore. It's going to get ugly. Houston trending in the right direction, though. Houston is trending in the right direction. We'll see how it goes. Okay. We're going to skip to this game. This game was stupid. It was 14-3 at half. The Lions were faffing around. Of course, Derrick Henry might be washed. Of course, today I start Goff. He was shit for early in this game. 3 touchdowns. Monty with your leading rusher. Gibbs didn't do shit. They killed me today. Laporta had a tutty. Gibbs had a tutty. Isaac Tesla with a late touchdown. The Bengals made this close and interesting. They should have recovered an onside kick, and they didn't, and then it would have been huge. Wilbur, the Saints one, we did, and we had the Saints. We were on the Saints. Had them as their first win. Congrats to Spencer Rattler. Give him a shout. We gave him a shout out. It's getting even worse. The Rams coming to town after the Rams lost. That's not going to be pretty. And they had 10 days off. The Ravens' schedule is brutal on top of everything. This was supposed to be like a good game at the end. Browning threw 3 picks, then threw 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase didn't do shit, and then he had a $110 and 2 tutties out of nowhere. Could have had 3. They gave it to T. Higgins. If they actually recovered the loose ball onside kick, I think the Bengals maybe make this thing a real game. It was kind of weird. I don't know. The Detroit played like a potato for half this game. I don't know what their deal is. They play the Chiefs next week, don't they? They play the Chefs next week. Sunday Night Football, boys. That's going to be a hell of a stream. We're going to get real streamed up after that. Rat dat. Joe likes Detroit. Yeah, I think Detroit's okay. Bengals need to trade for Jameis. I think you just sink the ship with Browning. They're not doing shit with Jameis. Jameis is terrible. Jameis can do 3. Yes, Jameis can also throw for 250, 3 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Splitting teams. Bengals have Jameis Browning Jr. Yeah, like they could do like Jameis Winston could do these things too. Why give up the draft capital? Trade for Mr. Dangerous. I don't know. The Bengals suck. Zach Taylor's trying to save his job though. Wilbur, Nola, appreciate the sub. Welcome. At least Jameis is entertaining. True. Good pep talks. The Giants could use some vibes over there. It's getting pretty bad in Cincinnati. So that one, and then we'll do this one. Then we'll get the 2 good 4 o'clock games, and we'll wrap up the stream. So Commies kind of dominated the Chargers. This game was close. It was 10-10. Then it was 20-10, and this party was over. Herbert, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He was getting killed. My guy was getting killed. They can't block for Herbert anymore. They can't block for Herbert. At least you only have to watch one of your needs. Yeah. You're getting on both. The Falcons are fine. They'll be okay. They can't block for Herbert. They couldn't run the ball today against the Commies after the Commies got cooked on defense the last 2 weeks. So that's kind of insane. Amarion Hampton, 12 for 44. Herbert, 4 for 60 is really good. Bill. Here we go. We might need a Bill emoji. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, otherwise known as Bill. $111, 2 tutties, his best day as a pro. Obviously, of course, I sat him in fantasy. Keegan, let's go. What's up? Cue up that old Jim Mora clip. Chargers couldn't do diddly poo offensive playoffs. You kidding me? Can't even win a game. Falcons are fine. The NFC's bad. NFC's bad at the bottom. And they have the tiebreaker over the Vikings. WMU's your home college. Western Michigan? WMU? I'm assuming that's Western Michigan. Chargers missing both tackles hurts. Yeah. Joe Alt should be back. He may miss 1 game, may miss another game. But Joe Alt's not lost, which is going to help. But it's tough. Tough scenes there. Defense also really hasn't been as good. Jaden was back. He was fine. He looked like he's had a little rust. He was also a baby. He's a sophomore. I got it. Go Broncos. Maction. They won this weekend. Maction lit, boys. Debo, 8 for 96 and a tutty. No Terry McLaurin today. Luke McCaffrey with his 1 appearance. Bill, even with 2 for 39. Bill. Labaconki, whereabouts found. Had a touchdown, but still. Keenan Allen, 58. Almost had another touchdown. Quick QJ, 40. It's fine. They also ran. I thought QJ caught a run. Yeah, 1 run for 9 yards. I thought he had an end around. He did fumble. Go Lions. That was a weird game today. The Lions kicked the Bengals' ass. They struggled for about 2.5 quarters. They were faffing around. Did they cover? I don't know. They did cover. 13. Yeah, they covered at 13. They almost didn't cover. Jesus. Can't waste a good cover. Okay, guys, do we want to go with the good game or the funny game? 1 for good game, 2 for funny game. Do you want me to cover next? Do you want me to cover the Titans-Cardinals game or the Buccaneers-Seahawks next? One for Titans, or one for Bucks Seahawks, two for Titans Cardinals. They did. You got to blow out. Good teams win, great teams cover. You got to cover them. Surprise team so far: Ravens, Colts, other. Two. We want the funny game. Funny. I think I said the funny game. All right, let's do the funny game. Let's have some fun. Where's Bump Titans fan? He's somewhere in the Discord celebrating his win. This game right here. Okay, this was the worst loss of the day. The Arizona Cardinals were up 21-6 in this game with Amari DiMercato walking into the end zone. And once again, boys, we had somebody drop the football prior to getting into the end zone. I mean, if the Cardinals literally didn't have two running backs on the IR, Amari DiMercato would be cut today for that shit. 3 carries, 81 yards. He has a 71-yard touchdown. He is walking into the end zone. And he drops the ball. How many times? Do these guys have rocks for brains? Don't answer that, guys. Yeah. Kyler did Kyler things. 220. Had a touchdown. Also had the funniest fumble of the year. Oh my God. This is the funniest thing ever. This game was the funniest game ever. So, let's see. We got Amari DiMercato. Here we go. So, we have Amari DiMercato doing this shit. Again. How? How is this? How? How does this happen? How does this happen? How? Why are you flicking the ball? Flick the ball when you're 4 yards into the end zone. No, I need to be cool. That is not punched out. He dropped it. So we have that play. We then have this play for a fumble. This might be the funniest play in the history of the National Football League. Bonk. Look at this snap. I thought they gave Kyler a concussion with this thing.
So here's the play. Clearly didn't.
It's some square in the face.
Clearly didn't know the ball was coming.
I'm pretty sure it gave Kyler a concussion. Oh my God, that's the funniest shit ever. That is the funniest shit ever. Poor Kyler. He's got hit in the face. So we have that play. Then we have this play, guys. So after all that, the Titans start coming back. Cam Ward, 265, had a pick. Pick wasn't his fault. He throws a pick off of a tip, and then this happens. Here we go. Cam Ward's INT for the day, boys. What happens here? What happens here?
Clock running inside of 5 minutes. Ward goes through his progression.
Ward doing something cool.
Everyone
throws. Oh, it gets
slings it back. It's deflected.
The Cardinals are going to win. He gets up. No, he's not. Oh, let's kick the ball. The ball's out. And then the recovers. The ball came out. We've had 3 of the funniest plays I've ever seen in my life in one game. This was amazing. So then after that, the Titans cut it to 21-19. 21-19. Tony Pollard did shit. He did have a touchdown. Calvin Ridley finally did something. Gunnar Helm and Chig Okonkwo had decent games. And like Aomanor, his worst game. Marvin Harrison Jr. kind of looks better. He did fumble, I believe. Did he fumble? No, he didn't fumble. I thought he dropped one. Did he drop one? He might have dropped one. Michael Carter scored a touchdown. He was fine. The Titans get the ball back down 3, and they instantly get into field goal range and win this game. This was the stupidest game in the history of football. I can't believe the Cardinals lost this game. I told everyone the Cardinals were bad, and they were 2-0, and I was like, they're bad. They're not good. They've now lost 3 in a row. Jonathan Gannon is going to get fired, and Kyler Murray is not going to be the quarterback of this team. Titans get their first win for Cameron Ward. Oreo, I had a feeling today was going to be some upsets. Well, I wouldn't call that an upset. I would call it a collapse of all collapse, but it feels good to be on the winning sides of that when you're a bad football team. Better pick the Titans today. The Cardinals were the correct pick. The sheer incompetency of the Arizona Cardinals is mind-boggling. Oh my God. Carry it all the way back to the side. Hand it to the referee. That ball crossed the plane. The ball did not cross the plane. There's some better angles. That ball did not. He's flipping it out. That hits any other QB in the stomach. True. And so Kyler left the game right after that. He hurt his foot on that play. I thought it got a concussion from that snap. Kyler out here dreaming about COD. They need to give Cam a decent wide receiver. Well, we thought Ridley was okay. I like A.O. Manor. They need to give him an offensive line. There's no offensive line, and their head coach sucks in Tennessee. I can't even properly evaluate Cam Ward because his O-line and head coach are terrible. It's hard to get a real evaluation of him. I think he's fine. It looked like he had full possession when he crossed the goal line. Shouldn't matter after. Yeah, obviously wouldn't matter after it crosses. We looked at this thing like 1,000 times. Can I put some cartoon blooper sounds through? Mark Andrews a few weeks ago caught a TD and then was punched out after 3 football moves and they called it an incomplete pass. True. I don't know if it was 3 football moves, but I do remember that one. I pray our Vikings get 98 Culpepper back. Well, Down syndrome Jesus, I don't know how to break this to you. Dante Culpepper was not on the Minnesota Vikings in 1998. So, awkward. Kingfish, the Cards are terrible. Kyler can't get the ball to Marvin. Marvin had 4 for 98. Marvin also can't catch. Marvin's had some real catching issues. New COD's out. He must be getting horrible now. True. Is the new COD out? I think like the beta. I thought the beta came out. If the whole real game came out, then we're cooked. The Cards are cooked. The Cards are so cooked if the real game came out. It's not good. So that was the funniest game ever. The worst loss you may ever see. It's unfathomable to think you lost a game going in the fourth quarter, running in to go up 28-6, and you drop the ball and you lose this game. This was a good game. Good football game. That was Randall Cunningham and Brad Johnson. Yes, it was, Joe. Yes, it was. 98. I believe Dante was drafted in 99. Might have been 2000. But I believe he was drafted in 1999. Might have been 2000. Baker Mayfield. Baker. Win the motherfucking game maker. We're probably going to get age restricted over here. 29-33, 379, 2 tuds, 5 for 15 rushing. My man was dealing. Baker Mayfield was dealing. Pre-ordering Battlefield 6. Fair. Rashad White, fine. 2 tutties, 14 for 41, filling in for the injured Bucky Irving. This is a huge win for the Buccaneers. This team is so banged up, and they just keep winning football games, man. Huge road win against an NFC opponent. Emeka Ibuka, 7 for 163 and a touchdown. Baker uncorked a ball. It was 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 13, and Baker uncorked one to Emeka Ibuka to like the 2-yard line. It was nuts. It was like a 50, 60-yard pass. It was ridiculous. Cade Otton, 4 for 81. Cade Otton got involved. Chris Godwin still hurt. Chris Godwin may not be playable in fantasy. And then Sam Darnold was really good most of this game. 28-34, 4 tutties. But then the dreaded Sam Darnold pick to lose this game. He was getting hit. He felt the pressure, threw it, bounced off a helmet right to, I believe it was Levante David. And Buccaneers kicked the field goal, took care of business. K9, Kenneth Walker, 10 for 86. Charbs, 9 for 36. Meh. But he did get his touchdown. Give K9 touchdowns. JSN, 132. Touchdown. Continues to be Darnold's favorite target. Just force feeds him. AJ Barner, a real fantasy threat now at tight end. 2 touchdowns per day. Who the hell is Torrey Horton? He caught what we thought was going to be the game-winning touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 6 for 59. Milroe got into this game and fumbled. I missed that. I definitely missed that. Yeah. Really, really impressive win by the Buccaneers. Good game, but this is the Sam Darnold issue. He will play good, and then something happens. Game fully came out to the people who are Kyler Murray, basically. Shout out to the 06 Dolphins for failing Drew Brees' physical and signing Culpepper. Changed the history of football. That and the complete cheating scandal. Sean Payton, most overrated head coach in football. Facts. Never played a game that so greatly reminded me of the DMV. Oh, Jesus. Big fan of Bucky Irving. His footwork is awesome. We are big Bucky stands. Too bad his foot don't work right now. His foot is not working. Yeah, the Bills kind of blew it. Torrey Horton is a stud from Colorado State. Well, what the fuck? Hey now, Wilbur. We'll get a little zesty here. Bucks look like they found their new Mike Evans. Yeah, Emeka Buka is so fucking good. Different receiver type. Emeka Buka. We knew Emeka Buka would be good. I don't know if we knew he'd be this good this fast. Oh, the Buccaneers got weapons, baby. And Baker Mayfield is lighting the world on fire. Also, a fan. Can we, like... Bucks, Seahawks. Like, was this the best uniform matchup we're ever going to say? Like, look at... I mean, God, guys. This is poetry in motion right here. Look at this. This is art. Ooga booga. So you're going to get canceled for that. Hilarious, but you're going to get canceled. Look at this. Look at this uniform, guys. Look at this. You don't get better than this. Those throwbacks are, yeah, like both teams rocking the throwbacks. The swashbuckler Buccaneers. As much as I enjoy this is just perfect. Throwback Seahawks. Is this game from 1977? 1981, maybe? 82? I don't know when the Seahawks are kind of a late addition. Leog, long. Well, I butchered that. Go Seahawks. Tough loss today. Like the Bucksters, yeah. Should I get I think I might need to get a Baker Mayfield fucking jersey. I've been fully converted to the Baker Mayfield stand. Seahawks throwback logo is ugly. No, it's cool. It's throwback. It's cool. The colors are cool. It's an angry bird. The best costumes of the day. That swashbuckler is tough. The Bills uniforms were cool tonight. Too bad they lost in the all whites. But elite uniform matchup. You're not going to find a much better uniform matchup this year. No, you can't make them permanent. You can't make a Rasheed Rice jersey instead. No. Got an old Dilfer Bucks jersey when I actually had him in fantasy. Lit. Nobody should have a Trent Dilfer jersey. That's up. Official Fort Falcons. What's up? Welcome. Did you enjoy the bye week? Did the Falcons win the bye week this week? Or did they lose the bye week? It's the best. What other do we have? We didn't have any other potential. Jets uniforms were horrendous. I was okay. No, I don't need short. I'm okay with the black Jet uniforms. I didn't like the Cowboys uniforms today. This was kind of a weird uniform matchup. I didn't like the Cowboys in all white. This was weird. We get a better picture of this. Here we go. Here's a pretty good picture. Oh. Here we go. Okay, come on. Give me a real photo, guys. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Dax call. Oh my God, a Rex Grossman jersey. Unbelievable. You like Baker? I know he was a Brown, but they did him. They did. Jets would get relegated if this was football. Probably. What about a Rex Grossman jersey? Nobody should ever own a Rex Grossman Selects. What about those Dolphins? Well, we already talked about it, so don't worry. Angry. It looks like the bird has Trisomy 21. Please put the tool things. I'm sorry. No mods. You got to be a long-time member for the mods. You got to be in the chat consistently. Grossman went to the Super Bowl just like Dilfer. True. Dilfer at least won. He didn't screw up the best defense. God, I hated those Rex Grossman Bears teams. Tim Tebow. Don't yeah, we're gonna trigger Emu with the Trent Dilfer words. I don't mind these Jets uniforms. I don't mind them. I like the helmet. I kind of like this helmet. I think this is a good Jets helmet. Green jersey. Would you guys like the green jerseys? How about like the green Jet jerseys with the black helmet and the black pants? I think that would be a good look. I think that would be a good look. I don't like these Cowboy jerseys. First of all, shout out. Who is this? That man's got a fabulous head of hair with the visor and the mirrored shades. That guy is awesome. I don't like these white jerseys with the white helmet. It's kind of not Cowboys-y. I like the Cowboys blue jerseys. I don't think they wear their blue jerseys enough. The Cowboys should wear their blue jerseys. Tua was good, but oh my God, I don't know what Miami is thinking. At least we didn't look like the Ravens. Fair. How could you punt when you can't stop the run with a minute left? All white Cowboy jerseys are fired. Oh, sins. Hard disagree. No more mentioning. Too much Dilfer. Got the jersey from the QB from the first ever since playoff win in team history in 2000. God, who was the quarterback in 2000? Was it? That wasn't whatchamacallit. What was his name? Was it Aaron Glenn? Not Aaron Glenn. Aaron Brooks? Was it the Gold Saints jerseys? Irish King Cash. 4-piece TD. And 2-0 in MLB today, too. I'm glad you faded the fucking Yankees. We suck. Before same-game parlays, big time. That would be better. Jets green jerseys. Cowboy jerseys, they look more like retro Jets jerseys. Yeah, kind of. Like the old, the white and green Jets jerseys, except with the blue. Emu's tired of being Dilford. Aaron Brooks, I got it. I did get it. See, I remember. I went to a couple of games in San Antonio when Katrina happened. And the preseason game when they played in San Antonio. They put the Vikings in the preseason game. Have a good night, Emu. Don't get Dilford up the ass. Fuck the Yankees. The Yankees had the nerve to walk in my crib with... My cousin had the nerve to walk in my crib with a Yankees hat. Tough scenes. No more Ravens. Went to the games in Baton Rouge. Nice. Long time Saints fan over here. I like these Cowboy jerseys. These are the Cowboy jerseys I like. These are tough. Okay. This says good football team. This speaks good. This says good football team. This is a team that wins Super Bowls. Not those stupid white jerseys with the stupid blue silver pants. Not their normal shit. Those are good. Dilfer did. Just don't trigger Emu. He just hates Trent. He hates Trent because he's the head coach at a school in Birmingham, Alabama. Jaden Daniels post game. Yeah, what did Jaden Daniels say post game? Get a Jamarcus Russell jersey. Call it a gay. Call it a gay. Call it a day. Let's see. What did Jaden Daniels say? Was Red McCombs trying to bring yeah, that was when Red McCombs was trying to bring the Vikings to San Antonio. I'm glad the Vikings finally have good ownership. Let's see. Was this today? This was today. Joey Wagner, Steelers streamer, some reason posting this. So he just rips content.
I just came through.
What's it mean to get this win in your hometown?
Oh, it was the one on the
means a
field.
lot.
Okay, let's see. X will have that then.
Well, welcome
Okay.
home, Jaden. Before we get to that fight, finish, urgency, huge emphasis going into the week.
Okay, first off, everybody drop a like. Aaron Andrews, still banging. Banging. Yeah. Oh, Jalen, not Jay. God damn it, you're killing me. Oh, all these names are confusing me. I hate everything. Sounds zesty. Well, they don't have it. There's no love for Jalen Daniels. Is it this? Is it Jalen? Yeah, it is Jalen. Oh my god. We've gone on a quest, and now I must find it. You know what? I'm going to do KU football. They do not have it. Well, rip, I tried. The 72 Dolphins popping champagne, so stupid. Those old bastards. Kind of glad because he sounded hella zesty. Yeah, you don't want that. Thinking the same thing. This looks like she dropped a few. She's just looking good. She's looking real good right there. It's good Aaron Andrews look. All right, guys. Did we cover everything? Yeah. Zesty, Carl. Nobody's cat. Nobody's cat or the Zest man himself, Caleb. The best emojis in the world. You get access to all these amazing emojis like Zesty Caleb Williams when you sign up to become a channel member. I gotta make some more. Scataboo. I'm either gonna do Scataboo sniffing markers or like a Bill emoji. Bill. Come with nail polish. Yeah. Try was gooning. Try was gooning over there over the Lions. Caleb and Cat should adopt. Lol. Cat, my guy. No, I'm gonna leave you guys with the best uniforms of the weekend. The best uniforms of the weekend were the good guys. That sucks. That picture's terrible. Give us a good picture. Here's a good picture. The Aggie black jerseys were just cooked. Just the Aggie blacks, baby. Here we go. Look at these. These are a thing of beauty. Those are hard to top right there with the script Aggies. That's a tough look for your number 5 team in the country. Mama, we made it. We made it. Oh, hold on. I'm catching up in the chat. Scat pack snorting markers. Yes. Or a dart. So happy the fraud-ass Eagles got exposed. They were on a little Chiefs black magic run. Scat pack. I like scat pack. Everybody's bad. Try. I think there's no good football teams. Eagles offense does look like dog shit. Just don't get their ass to mouth logo. That's cute. Can't wait. Can't wait to go to Death Valley in a couple weeks. 3 weeks, actually. Can't wait. I'm surprised Louisiana people can even read those letters. Bart Scott. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. What if A.J. Brown gets traded? That would be insane. He's not getting traded. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We got daily sports content. So we'll be back again live Wednesday night to do the picks. And we'll have our power rankings out Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, we'll have the power rankings out. Good shit, boys. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me catch up with the chat. What do I think the Bengals do from here? Is bum Zach Taylor going to roll with Browning? I think so. Zach Taylor may have saved his job tonight, but he's pretty bad. Too busy putting peanuts in the Coke. Later, sub. Have a good night, Wilbur. We're going to have some fun. We'll have some fun teasing. It's all good. Mama said. Peace out, Joe. Have a good night. Everybody here. So appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope you have a safe week. Have a good night. We'll be back Tuesday afternoon with the power rankings. I don't know what to do with the power rankings. Everybody lost. Nobody's good. I think we should just forfeit the NFL season. We'll flip a coin. Whoever wins the coin flip is your Super Bowl champions. Actually, we're going to flip a coin. We're going to get 4 teams, 2 in each conference. They'll play a game. The winner of that game plays each other for the Super Bowl, and we'll call it a year. I don't know what to do. Football's fun. Football's confusing. Football's frustrating. So, everyone have a good week. Stay safe out there. Be sure to check out the power rankings on Tuesday. And I'll see you guys Wednesday for all my picks of week 6 of the NFL season. Jets are definitely 32. And yes, we called the Saints win today. That was fun. The Dolphins and the Jets are just going to kiss each other with the Titans. Everybody's kissing each other. Everybody's Caleb Williams over here. Just too much zestiness. Fill the horns up. I'm so glad my team has a bye week. I can actually focus and not hate my life and not wake up at the crack of dawn. So